Hello everyone, Impy Hater here, and welcome back to my Newcomer's Guide for Sekiro Shadows Die Twice. This is part 8. So in the last episode, we ended up wrapping out the Shichiman Warrior. We completed a few things in kind of the abandoned dungeon area, and we're about to kind of progress. We did, by the way, send off Jinzemon over to Dujin, so we're going to be heading back there here in a moment. For now, though, we're going to kind of continue along here.
What?
She'll talk about casting herself out. Long story short, you actually want to make this jump. As you fall, you want to latch on. Grapple over here. And grab a Mibu Balloon of Soul. Next, we're going to come down here. Grab this item. And as usual with these guys, you're going to have to kill them twice to actually kill them. So this, by the way, is kind of the other way down, so if you had completed dropping off, you likely would have landed right here instead. You can basically see that there's a path leading down. Oops. Meant to grapple that. Anyway, you're meant to basically climb up. I don't think I can get all the way back down there. Nah, oh well. So, anyway, normally you'll come up here, but obviously we ended up just basically latching on further up. So, either which way though. You're going to continue climbing. Oops. And then you're going to drop down here. Now, this area is pretty dangerous. We're not supposed to be here yet, but since we already finished off the Shichiman Warrior, we can go ahead and kind of come here and just marvel at the stuff that's here. So, bunch of Buddha statues out here. This is the Ashina Depths. This is an alternate method actually down to the Ashina Depths. There's actually a few different ways down here. There's also a mini-boss in here we have to kill to progress, so we're going to come back for that a little later. This is basically where the sunken, what do you call it? The sunken depths lead to. So with that, we're actually going to head back over to the Ashina outskirts. Actually, I guess we'll go first back to... We'll go back to the bottomless hole. We'll go talk to Dujin first. Because, again, we have sent him Jinzemon. We can get some lumps of wax. So we're going to go ahead and jump back here. Make a ride out here. Turn around, head up here.
My dear Shino, I think Archaya.
So go ahead and complete his dialogue.
It's about
Now we're not done yet because he's sitting in front of a thing that we'll eventually be able to get behind. We'll actually have to come through here a little later via the water. So with that out of the way, though, we're going to go ahead and continue along this path. I've got another idol. Got some scrap iron. So gonna grab another Akko sugar. Ah, that was irritating. Alright, so we're going to activate this.
You. Yes, you. Those of the Sun Potent, they should. However, but if.
So this is the Divine Child. We'll actually be meeting them in person a little bit later. Actually, we got 3. Grab the Shinobi's Karma Mine. That'll give us some more spirit emblems to use. Then I'll probably go ahead and grab Suppress Sound next. And then we're probably going to start working on some of the prosthetic arts stuff. So. Alright, so. Out here. Make a left. Grab a gotcha and sugar. Make a right. For some scrap iron. This is Kotaro, by the way. He is the guy that I was talking about. Couldn't ask why he's crying. So he wants an item. We're going to be getting an item a little bit later. And then we're going to gift it to him. And then we need to go talk to Enayama the peddler. And let him know that we know about the fact that the castle requires salt. And then if we talk to him again, he will ask us to find someone big and burly who can help him pick dead bodies. So, Kotaro has actually several different purposes in this game, several different things that you can get depending on where you kind of lead him. We could potentially have led him back to Dujin, however, that's the worst of the options since we do have Jinzaemon as an option for that. The other two options are to spirit him away with an ability that we'll get a little bit later. However, all that will give us is a persimmon, which is a fruit, and not super useful, but if we send him to Enayama the peddler, then near the end of the game we'll be able to buy an item from Enayama that will reduce the cost of merchants by 10%. So that is something that will be very, very useful going forward. So at least for your initial playthrough, I recommend sending him to Enayama the peddler. So later when we get the item that he wants, which is a red and white kind of flower type thing, we'll give that to him, and then he'll ask us to take him somewhere. So at that point, we'll go ahead and go talk to, again, Enayama, and he'll give us the direction of where to go. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy. So these monks, by the way, they come in a few different flavors. This one doesn't have any equipment, he just uses his fists. Go ahead and kill this guy. So you'll notice that we can move the kite. However, once we let go, the kite gets reeled back in. Later, we're going to get a ninjutsu that allows us to control enemies, and we'll actually control him to move this into place. And that will allow us to get over there, which is actually where we're going to finally get to kill one of the snakes. So, gigantic snake. But we'll have to get that ability later. So come over here, we'll grab a spirit balloon and another Gashin sugar. And then we're going to head back up. And you'll see our friend the Badger is over here, Black Hat Badger. He'll actually tell you about the fact that we need to get over there. So these ones are not very difficult. The biggest thing about them is that oftentimes you'll fight them in bulk, with several at a time. They can get kind of irritating when you fight several at a time, but just head on, just keep attacking them. These ones, on the other hand, these ones I tend to try to backstab as much as possible. We will have to fight a couple of these up ahead, but this one we can at least do a backstab on. Oop. So there's some more of these starting to come our way. Well, that didn't work like it planned. And I really didn't want to have to fight two of these at a time, so I will probably use the Sabimaru for this. Maybe the Flame, the Mist Raven, and Firecrackers. So let me show you what happens with the Sabimaru. Ah, God, these guys are irritating. So that guy is now poisoned. Kind of a cool ability. Alright, so he died from poison. Now we just have the one to deal with. And again, one-on-one, these guys aren't that bad, so try to break them up if you can. Anyway, over here we got another Mibu Possession Balloon. We got a pellet. We got a pacifying agent. Now, if you do not kill these two guys, what will end up happening is they'll actually pop an Ungo sugar. One will pop an Ungo sugar and the other one will pop an Akko sugar, so I'm going to kill them from behind to avoid them doing that. So he has a thrust attack, but otherwise, again, not that difficult to deal with. Alright, they're all dead, so we'll go ahead and collect the other items that are here. Got a light coin purse. Got some spirit emblems. Down here we got light coin purse, antidote powder, and more antidote powder. We're gonna come up here, pick up a heavy coin purse. And then we're gonna head up here. Got Nako Sugar. Just run through this area. Don't need to worry about the things that are here. Get that guy from behind. Alright, so you cannot kill this guy right now. So just get the Gourd Seed and then back away. You can, however, kill this Taro Troop guy. If you can get the stupid thing to lock onto him. Ah, God. Bugs. I hate bugs. Alright. Gross. Nasty. Okay. So you can't kill that thing yet. Go ahead and grab the fat lump of wax. Got a couple of sugar items to get. Ceramic shard. Then we're going to pop out here. Grab another Mibu balloon. And you got this old woman. Now she wants rice, however, she wants rice to tell you that you need to use the kite to get over there. So that's that place I showed you earlier. So don't worry about it, we're not going to need to give these women rice, but they want rice. Alright, so there are a couple of really irritating enemies in this area. You can see one of them right there. They're a pain in the butt to deal with. There's one right there. And then there's one further back that way. I'm going to clear out kind of the right section of this. Then I'm going to use a Gachin Sugar to try to get over to the other side and kill the two problematic enemies. So, climb up here. I'm going to climb up here. Here we got a light coin purse. Once we get that kite over here, by the way, this is actually where we're going to be leaping from to use the kite. So we'll be coming back here a little bit later. So you can see one of those enemies up there, a little hard to catch, but he is up there. So there's the other one. We're gonna go kill these guys first. Oh, come on. Let's hope that would get his attention. That's a good sign. Now he's got our attention. Sweet. Got him, and got the other one. Awesome. So, those guys are a pain in the butt to deal with, so we will have to fight someone the old-fashioned way, or a little bit later. Alright. So that gets us that. That is a pit. But we do have a way around, so we're going to jump up here. Not yet. Okay, so there are basically two ways to go. We can go right. This is actually where we're going to be going eventually. And then we can also go left. If we go left, we're going to run into one of these salesmen. Oh. Pick up the item. There we go. Alright, so he's got persimmons. We do want persimmons. These are going to be needed for a quest. You do not want to use them, so don't use them yourself. He also has some different types of sugars, so you can buy those from him. He also has scrap magnetite, which, again, if you need materials, you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and buy, I think, the Gabulging coin purse. You do not need the 5-color rice, by the way. This is basically just an item that, if you get lost, you can spread stuff around. It's not useful in this particular game, though. If you want to be a completionist, though, you can buy it later. For now, though, we're going to go ahead and head back. So grab a Mibu Balloon of Spirit. This guy is going to come down on his own. And if you wait for him, you will be able to backstab. Come over here, backstab this guy. We want to go to the higher of the two of these. And then as we're flying, come up here. Oh. We lost our chance. Oh well. And there's another one down here. We'll go ahead and... I was hoping to avoid being attacked by either of them, but that'll work. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and head up. Oh god. Almost fell. Go ahead and give myself some heals, just in case. So this actually leads to a mini-boss, a kind of difficult mini-boss, in fact. So for now, we're going to go ahead and make a left. And this is one of those things that Kotaro wants. You can either give him a pure white one, which is going to be used for sending him to a place that we're going to go to later, or you can get the red and white one, give it to him, and that's going to be where we get him to go to Anayama. So we've got the item required to make that happen. So when we head back over there, we will send him to Anayama. So now we're going to go ahead and drop down here. And we're going to need to drop off there and kind of grab that ledge as we go down. Let's come up here, climb up here. And we're going to wall jump up, and this is actually where we're going to find pure white one. So kill these things if you want to. I'm just going to walk past them unless they get in my way. So we can open this at this point. And this is a miniature version of an enemy that we're going to see later. Best thing to do is just to jump on him. So he does not have the ability to stop you from jumping on top of his head. Are we being followed? Okay, just by one of those. Alright, so this is going to give us a new Sculptor's Idol. Alright, so this bell. Do not ring this bell. Inviting misfortune is an act of virtue, but only the stoutest of heart should ever consider it. So if you ring it, you're going to get Sinister Burden. So, as it says here, demonic spirits sealed within the iron bell of the Senpu Temple possesses those who ring the bells, strengthening enemies around them. So the bell demon confers hardship, but it perhaps also slightly better spoils. So, if you use the item that we got, where is it? Bell Demon. That will get rid of it, and you no longer have the burden anymore. So you can just keep ringing the bell if you want to use it. Again, it'll increase your spoils from enemies, basically. So kind of like the way that the Mibu balloons end up doing. So if you want to, gain higher stuff, you can basically stack that if you want to. But otherwise, not all that useful for now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and head back down. Oops. Didn't mean to go all the way down. So inside here we got a couple of things. We got some monkey booze. This is a type of alcohol that we can get our friends to drink with us. Alright, so we're going to use this in order to collect this heavy item purse. This is basically a death trap, so I don't usually go up there. So we'll head back up here. So, let's talk about this boss. So, off on the right-hand side here, you can kind of see this enemy standing there right there. So whenever we walk in, the walls are basically going to end up getting blocked off. We won't be able to leave. And the only way to kill this enemy is we have to death blow him and kick him off of the ledge. So he'll basically be going through one of these things on the side here. So he hits like a truck really, really, really hard. This guy is an enemy that we definitely need to kill quickly. So I'm going to probably recommend, if you're having struggles with him, to go ahead and use Akko's Sugar. We can, of course, utilize the Loaded Umbrella against him for defense. We can go ahead and use the Firecrackers as well. Those are going to be, I think, the main beneficial items to deal with him.
For the sake of
So whenever he's like that, he is vulnerable for a little while. He'll get angry. And then you can just kick him off. So if you don't know that that's what you have to do, you can be in a lot of trouble. If you know what to do and how to do it, though, he's not that bad. So now we got a third prayer bead. We also got Breath of Nature, latent skill that recovers posture upon performing a successful death blow. So this is something that's really nice to have at this stage. So in front here we got a scrap magnetite. We'll go ahead and rest. So again, we're going to want to get Breath of Life Light eventually, so I will keep hoarding levels until we can get that. So for now, we're going to go ahead and head to the Ashina outskirts to the stairwell. And we're going to talk to Anayama, the peddler. Let him know about the salt problems.
Oh, yeah. So well, is it every now? Lots of nothing.
So he's got not a lot to purchase right now. We're going to go back to the idol. We're going to rest, and then when we go talk to him again, he'll go ahead and tell us, as well as give us the ability to buy more stuff from him, he'll tell us that he needs help. Which is where we're going to get Kotaro to help us.
Sir, myself. Look.
So now he's got a bunch more stuff that you can buy from him.
Oh, is this? It's like what it look. Damn it! What?
Alright, so we want someone big and strong. So now we are going to go back and give Kotaro the item that we picked up. And you must give him the white and yellow, or white and red one, in order for you to send him to Anayama. If you give him the white one, he wants to go somewhere else.
Where could it?
So we'll give him the red and white pinwheel.
I'm looking.
I see.
But you, thank you.
A pure.
Yes, yes.
So we'll give him a travel destination. Tell him about Anayama the
There's a
peddler.
You should. You should.
The peddler.
Alright, so now we can head back and talk to Anayama, and that will complete their storyline at least until the end of the game.
Oh, Mr. Hanayama, he called me here to mourn those who died. Take off the armor, cleanse the body, and make proper graves. Times as they are, decent burials don't happen as...
Good sir. You've found on thanks to you. Not to mention here.
Alright, so now he's got the most stuff he's going to have. That's another upgrade to what he's got for sale at this point. And now we have a source of unlimited Akko sugar, should you need them. So that's going to be beneficial for us going forward. He also has an unlimited supply of black gunpowder and scrap iron for us getting upgrades later too.
Thank maybe if you're ever no. In any.
And with that, I think that's going to wrap it up, everybody. We've completed some side quests here. We've also beaten the Armored Warrior mini-boss. In the next episode, we're going to continue through the Senpu Temple area, kind of get into Mount Congo. And from there, we're going to probably end up facing, I would say, in the next episode, we'll face the Four Apes boss, Four Monkeys boss. Can't remember the name of it. Either way, it's more of a puzzle-style boss. And look forward to that. But otherwise, thank you everybody for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Later.